When we think of democracy, we usually think the candidate who wins the most votes naturally wins the election, right? Well, the way a US presidential election works, it's quite possible that the most popular candidate could end up losing. Why is that? Well, in the US, voters do not directly elect the president. Instead, there's what's called a winner-takes-all electoral college system. Here's how that works and how it came about. When the US Constitution was written in 1787, America's founding fathers struggled to decide on how to select the president. They were concerned about two main things. A president could end up with too much power, or the public might not choose the right candidate. So they eventually decided to allow the individual states to decide by assigning them electors. The Electoral College is made up of 538 electors. Each U.S. state has a specific number based on its population, and each of those electors votes for a presidential candidate. For instance, California has 55 electoral votes, while Wyoming has 3, even though California has 68 times the population of Wyoming. Each state's electors will typically back whoever wins the most votes in that state. So whoever wins in Pennsylvania gets all 20 of the state's electoral votes to add to his or her tally. Why 538 electors? That's the total number of U.S. representatives, plus the total number of senators, and 3 electors for the capital, Washington, D.C., which isn't located in a state. In order to win an election, a presidential candidate needs 270 electors. The U.S. has 2 main political parties, the left-leaning Democrats in blue and the conservative Republican Party in red. Many states are considered red or blue because they've consistently voted for the same party in the past. California, New York, and Connecticut often vote Democratic, whereas West Virginia, Alabama, and Idaho are consistently Republican. Candidates know how these states will likely vote, so they don't campaign there as much. Instead, they focus their energy on swing states, which are more volatile and could go either way. They include Florida, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio, and Arizona, among others. Winning in these states is key to getting the magic 270 electoral votes. It's a system that's often criticized because it means not all votes might count. In some cases, it's led to a president winning the Electoral College, but losing the popular vote. This happened in 2000 when George W. Bush received 271 electoral votes, yet Al Gore got 500,000 more votes nationally. In 2016, Donald Trump triumphed with 304 electoral votes, but Hillary Clinton won nearly 3 million more votes. There have been many calls to change the system, but in order to do that, Congress would have to amend the Constitution, and it's unlikely U.S. senators and representatives would ever agree to do so.